This latest warning by Hamas officials have left hundreds of Israeli families in shock. Already, these families have been waiting for months for their loved ones to come back. But now, it seems to be a little daunting task. A senior Hamas official said Tuesday that a delegation from the Palestinian group is now arriving to Cairo for the Gaza truce talks, warning that it will be Israel's last chance to release its hostages. This may be the last chance to recover the Israeli captives alive, said the official, requesting anonymity to discuss the negotiations. The official said that the Hamas negotiators have cancelled their plans earlier Tuesday to travel from Doha to Cairo for negotiations after Israel's incursion across the Rafah border crossing in southern Gaza, but they are now shortly arriving in Egypt. The official warned that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's decision to invade Rafah indicates that he and his army have made a decision to let the prisoners die. This will be the last chance for Netanyahu and the families of the Zionist regime to return their children, the official added. Otherwise, the hostages' fate will be the same as the fate of pilot Ron Arad, he said, of an Air Force navigator who was shot down over Lebanon in 1986. Arad was believed to have been held by Shia groups there and is now presumed dead. According to the Israeli officials, the talks were due to take place later Tuesday, but till now it has not happened yet. The new round of negotiations comes after Hamas announced late Monday that it has accepted a ceasefire plan proposed by Egyptian and Qatari mediators, saying that the ball is now in Israel's court. Despite the months of shuttle diplomacy, mediators have so far failed to broker a new truce like the week-long ceasefire that saw 105 hostages released last November. The Israelis among them in exchange for Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. The previous negotiation effort had stalled in part because of Hamas's demand for a lasting ceasefire and Netanyahu's woes to crush its remaining fighters in Rafah. Hostage families have been among those pressing through repeated protests for Israel to reach a deal with Hamas to bring home the captives. On Tuesday, the Hostage and the Missing Families Forum also sent a message to the ambassadors of other governments with citizens among the captives to pressure Israel to strike a deal with Hamas for their return. This is the time to exert your influence on the Israeli government and all of the parties concerned to ensure that the agreement comes through, which will finally bring all our loved ones home, the message added. During the October 7 attack that sparked the brutal war in Gaza, Palestinian militants seized around 250 hostages from Israel, who included foreigners and dual nationals. Among them, the US, Thai, French, British, and Russian citizens were there too. Hamas's October 7 attack resulted in the death of more than 1,170 people, mostly civilians, according to the AFP tally of Israeli official figures. Meanwhile, Israel's retaliatory offensive against the group has killed approximately 35,000 people in Gaza, mostly women and children, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry.